Hiya! Welcome! For the first time in quite some time, I'm going to do a box set unboxing. This is an item that came out, when was it? A couple of years ago, maybe a bit more. Can't quite remember, but 2023, 2024 at the latest, I think. It is a CD box set, and this one has 26 CDs in it. I know you wouldn't think it was big or heavy enough really, but you'll see why it's relatively small and light as we get into it. So this is a release from a group who I've been a fan of since my pre-teens, basically. Well, maybe my teens, because I think it was around 93 that they first really hit the charts, at least here in the United Kingdom, and I would have been 12 and then 13 in June of that year. And I remember having their first album and their second, actually, both on cassette. And I've got those albums now in a vinyl box set with the third and fourth studio album, and I've also got like a greatest hits on vinyl from this group as well. You know who it is because you've seen the thumbnail and the title. Let's get this open. I'll talk to you about the price because I'm very pleased with this. Oh, and I'll tell you where it's from as well. This is from rarewaves.com. Now, what's familiar with them? I've used them, but I've used them via eBay. That's kind of where I know Rare Waves from as an eBay seller, but they do have their own website. And I looked at this item on eBay from Rare Waves. It was about the same price as the website, but the website had a 20% off code. So this should have been around £45 something, which was still cheaper than the lowest priced edition on sale on Discogs, believe it or not. That's about 60 at the time of me looking last anyway. But with a 20% off voucher, this came out to, I can't remember the exact amount, but it was about £41.53 or something like that. So just over £40 and free postage as well. I think everything over a tenner is free postage from the Rare Waves website. I'm also waiting for something else from Rare Waves. This is the first time I've used the site, and the second time is a record that I will show in, I dare say, the next records roundup. So we have a box within a box, a little bit of protective air bubble there, sticky invoice. So very impressed with Rare Waves packaging. It's taken a little while to come, but I'm recording this the weekend after the Easter weekend, so I knew there'd be a bit of a delay, an extra 2 or 3 days, just because of the extra public holidays and what have you. As I say, there is 26 CDs in here. I don't think I've got a set of any description in my music collection that's got quite so many separate discs in it. And it is the Ace of Base singles collection. So yeah, Ace of Base, Swedish Euro dance group. The classic lineup there of the two lasses and the two lads. I can't remember all the names. I think one of the men is nicknamed Joker. One of the ladies I know is called Lynn. So it's a box set of CD singles, every single they've ever released apparently. I mean, obviously it's all reissued, and what I liked about this set, and it did catch my eye when it was first announced, obviously I have been collecting CDs for many years, I've never stopped, but since I upgraded my hi-fi last year, and I've got a new CD player that is fantastic, to be honest, and sounds great within my system, then I've been kind of wanting to get more, not necessarily just any old CD that maybe I'd want on vinyl instead, but, you know, special items. For instance, the Depeche Mode CD singles box sets, and I've unboxed all of those on this channel. Please go back in my music unboxings playlist to see those. So this is kind of in that sort of vein, but it's just one item, all in one. There is a hype sticker on there that's very small. I'm holding it right back so I can read it without putting my glasses on. But it is Beautiful Life, the singles, that's the name of the box. And it's 25 expanded singles in classic original artwork, hits, B-sides, unheard demos, rare and brand new remixes, And I believe, although I can't really see it on the hype sticker because it's in like pink writing, there's an extra CD that takes it up to the 26 number that is an exclusive to this set, presumably, although everything will be kind of exclusive because they're all expanded singles that didn't come out in that form originally. There's also a 44-page booklet and 6 postcards, so you get a lot in here, and for a little over £41, I think it's great value. So let me get into this. Now then, with the mean expanded CD singles, they're basically going to be like 26 mini albums here, or extended EPs, so I'm not going to read every single track and mix and variant. I'll just show you all the artwork of all the CD singles and maybe show you a couple or a few of the actual CDs. I'm trying to be a little bit careful because I do like that little hype sticker, and I would like to stick this on the box itself if I can remove it from the cellophane carefully enough. Just a look at the bottom of the box there as well, as I didn't show you that earlier. Barcode, couple of record label logos as well. Nice design. There's a sort of yellowy and white flower pattern design, or is it more sort of light pink, those flowers? Not massive, so you know, it's not somewhere I'm going to struggle to find room for like a lot of big vinyl box sets. So it opens up. The lid just comes off like that. Bit like kind of, you remember when you used to buy like a nice set of greetings cards, like Christmas cards maybe, and they'd all come with their envelopes in a box with a lid to pull off. It reminds me of that. Might be the kind of thing they're going for, really. So it's got this sort of inner bit here that's pink, but it looks like it pulls out, but it doesn't. I can tell that's firmly in there. Might as well take it from the front. So I think we've got the postcards first. Happy Nation, All That She Wants. How many postcards did it say it had? Was it 6? Yeah, 6. The Sign, Don't Turn Around. This looks like it's just postcards representing the first 6 singles actually. Lucky Love, that's from the second album. Every Time It Rains, I can't remember what album that's from. I think it'll be the 3rd or the 4th. I've not listened to Ace of Base in ages. They're All That She Wants, the classic albums vinyl box that I've got, is a very cherished piece in my collection, and it's surprisingly held its value all these years since I've had it. It's quite a tight squeeze, this box, so just to make it easier for me to take things out and show you, I'll leave those postcards out just for now. So this is the booklet. As you would expect, it's got plenty of photos in it. It's also got track listings and information about each single. It's got lyrics as well, so you can sing along presumably to every A side or every main title track in this set. I won't show you all these pages because a lot of these ones with the lyrics and the single artwork are a little bit kind of dull to look at on camera, and I'll be showing you all the single sleeves in a moment anyway. Some more nice photos there, the ladies. An essay there. Oh, it's quite a long one, that. Basically seems to be covering the whole career by the look of it. Some credits, production notes and stuff at the back. Yeah, nice little booklet. That's something to read while I get stuck into listening to all these singles. So presumably these are all in chronological order. As I've got the box sat here, I'm going to take them from the back, which is really the front of the box, but I've got it turned round, and then I can put them in easy at the back, which is my front. And that was needlessly over-explained. So first single is Wheel of Fortune. Now these will be in the order of their original European release, and I'm not sure Wheel of Fortune, or at least the original version of it, came out in this country, but it would have come out no doubt Sweden and possibly other European territories. I've got no reason to believe that this should not be the first disc of the 26. Little look at the back. How many tracks on here, for instance? I think there's 12 tracks on there. It's like getting 26 albums, admittedly kind of remix albums or extended EPs, mini albums, whatever you want to call them. I won't show all the CDs themselves, and that one isn't particularly inspiring to look at, but I'll show you the odd one now and again. Next up is their breakthrough hit, at least here in the UK, and no doubt most of the world as well, All That She Wants. There is 10 tracks on that. It looks like 8 versions or mixes of All That She Wants, and then there's a couple of other B-sides called Fashion Party and Mr. Ace. Interestingly, this does list the beats per minute for each version as well. Impressed so far. Number 3 is Happy Nation, the title track from their debut album. 15 tracks tracks on this. See, this is such good value for money. I mean, if you don't like Euro dance and Euro pop, then perhaps not. But if you're like me and you love Ace of Base, you have done since the early 90s, and this set has been kind of tempting you on and off. There's going to be so many hours of listening in this. Next up is Waiting for Magic. That is classed as the total remix. I think 9 tracks on that. So you're getting plenty. I mean, a CD single, certainly as I know it, having grown up in the era of CDs and all the singles I bought from at least 95, 96 onwards till kind of the early 2000s being on CD. They used to have 4 tracks on. Some would have more depending on chart eligibility, multi-formatting, etc. And then there was a ruling that came in around sort of 1998, 99 I think, where for chart qualification you could only put 3 tracks on one CD single, but I think you could still multi-format and get round the ruling that way. The Sign, another massive hit, obviously 16 tracks on that. Looks like all except one is a version or a remix of The Sign. Track number 2 is one of my favourites from the Happy Nation album, Young and Proud. Then Don't Turn Around, so plenty of singles released from Happy Nation, the debut album. 16 on there. The artwork, I mean, it's staying true to the original artwork, which is absolutely fine. It was a good decision. I wouldn't say some of the sleeves are particularly good, like this one for instance, Living in Danger. That's a very generic band pose really, but it replicates the original single sleeve. And 16 tracks on this as well. Wow. Next is the first single from the second album, and this is Lucky Love. There is 16 versions of it on here, including some mixes by Matt Pop, who I've been following his career, not to any massive extent, but I subbed to him on YouTube many years ago, and interesting mixes he does for people come up, and he did those mixes in 2023, so they're certainly going to be exclusive for this set. Let's have a look at one of the discs again, just because I haven't shown many CDs so far. But yeah, it's a compact disc, what can you say about it? Beautiful Life, 14 tracks on here. My favourite from the album, and I think possibly my favourite Ace of Base song of all time, Never Gonna Say I'm Sorry. This was a fairly big hit in Europe. It either didn't get released over here or it just failed to chart over here. I think it's the former rather than the latter. But I absolutely adore Never Gonna Say I'm Sorry. I've always been an absolutely massive fan of. Next is My Deja Vu. I think that's still from the second album. I'm not as familiar with the third and fourth albums, even though I own them. It's Flowers and the other one. I might put it on screen what the fourth album's called. But because the first 2, I owned those on cassette since like 1992, 93, and then 95, I think. I've listened to those albums a lot more, certainly in years gone by. But that is My Deja Vu. I've not even been keeping count here of how many we're going through, but I'll know when I'm back to the beginning, obviously. Life is a Flower, another excellent song, and a pretty big hit here in the UK for them. It's a bit of a comeback for them. And from the album Flowers, great song, another one of my all-time Ace of Base favourites. Cruel Summer, and yes, that is a cover of the Bananarama hit. How many tracks on there? There's 16 once again. We've got lots of credits on the back as well. Little look at the disc just to show Willing. But as I say, I'm not going to show too many of the CDs because I know this video is going to go on a little bit as it is. Whenever You're Near Me. Now, interesting track that, because Whenever You're Near Me, it's basically the same as Life is a Flower, but it's got changed lyrics, but the melody's the same. I think Whenever You're Near Me came out really for the US market. For some reason, Life is a Flower, as in that form of the song, didn't get released in America. But this version, which has changed lyrics and the new name Whenever You're Near Me, did get released in America. Regardless, it's still got 14 tracks on, and it looks like at least one of those, two actually, are new or new to me, B-sides rather than remixes. Travel to Romantis. This is one I'm not familiar with. I dare say it is on one of the albums in the vinyl box set, so I no doubt will have heard it or heard the album version of it anyway. 16 tracks on that again, with me not having listened to Ace of Base in quite some time. I can't really recall that, to be honest. Always Have, Always Will. That looks like another shot from the kind of Flowers album era. A few other non-mixed tracks, like B-sides basically, on this, and 11 altogether. Then Every Time It Rains, I think that might be off the 4th album. I do apologise if I'm wrong in that. 13 tracks on that CD. Then Cecilia. No, is that gonna be? No, it's not the cover of the Simon and Garfunkel song, because I can see just on the back it says music and lyrics by Jonas Joker Berggren. So it's an original. 8 tracks on Cecilia. We keep going. C'est la Vie, Always 21. 14 tracks on here. A mega mix is track number 14. So that's going to be interesting to listen to. This one is Love in December. Only 6 tracks on this. Wow, that's stingy, isn't it? Come on. I'm being facetious there, obviously. I think we must be getting near the end now. Hello, Hello, with 14 songs or 14 tracks. Beautiful Morning. Now then, is this the bonus single? I don't know. It feels a bit early for this to be a bonus single. But just the way it kind of looks with the sleeve, it looks like something that maybe has been devised and issued after the fact, if you know what I mean. There's 11 tracks on that. I mean, if this is the last CD in the box, then yeah, that's going to be like the bonus item. No, it's not. That would have been an original single, that one, because we continue with The Juvenile. The vast majority of this stuff, I will have heard some of the album versions, but not for a long time, so all this is kind of barely remembered, or not remembered at all, really. 10 on that CD. Unspeakable. The back of there, that resembles the All That She Wants classic albums box set artwork. 12 tracks on Unspeakable. We still keep going with Would You Believe? God, really small text on there, so I can't really read that. Looks like there's 12 or 13 tracks on it. And now this could be the bonus item, because it's All That She Wants remixed. Now this has obviously come towards the end of the CDs, so I would imagine that this could be the mystery item, the not an original single item. It might not be, I'm going to check obviously. How many tracks are on here? 15? So much. What value you get in here. And yeah, we are back to the beginning now, look, with Wheel of Fortune. So that was all 26, and it was the All That She Wants remixes that was the new and exclusive item. I'll just put all this stuff back together and then give you my final thoughts on this. So that is Ace of Base, Beautiful Life, the singles. What outstanding value for money this is. Yeah, it's a CD box set, so obviously it should be and is cheaper, a lot cheaper than an equivalent vinyl set. This, by the way, has never come out on vinyl, this single set, and if it did, if it was even half kind of the volume of this in relation to the discs and the tracks, then it would cost probably 10 times as much. So something like this, where they just wanted to get all the singles out in one place. It really only had to be a CD only release, but that means it's exceptional value at the price I paid. As I say, it's been catching my eye on and off for the last couple of years, or certainly since it came out, which I think was probably a bit over 2 years ago. Just really delighted that I finally pulled the trigger on this, and it's going to provide hours and hours of listening, and it's going to get me back into, not that I needed to get back into them because I've always loved them, but it's going to mean I'm going to get some more Ace of Base back in my life over the coming weeks, which is good news because, as I say, I've not listened to any of their material in quite some time. But I am so made up to have got this CD singles box set with all these mixers, B-sides, and so much stuff that I've never heard before really on this set. So there we go. Thank you to Rare Waves for that, and thank you for watching this. Special thanks go to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. I'm going to go now and what else but start listening to Beautiful Life, the singles box from Sweden's finest. Yes, Richard McCook. I think Ace of Base of Sweden's finest, not ABBA. I like ABBA, by the way. I've got nothing against them. But these are my boys and girls from Sweden. Ace of Base, because I grew up with them in my era. This is just a set that I can't wait to get stuck into, so I'm going to go and do that now. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next box set unboxing and music collecting video. Cheers everyone. See ya!